Gate. A gate is a type of door. Gates are usually
Put a golden gate around our house. Include. To include something means to have it as part of food. Does this meal include the soft drink? Manage. To manage something to control or be in charge of it. I had to manage the meeting myself. Mystery. A mystery is something that's difficult to understand or explain. The path on the mat was a mystery to me. Occur. To occur means to happen. When does the thunderstorm occur? Opposite. If A is opposite of B, is A completely different from B. The office of black and white. Plate. A plate is a flat round thing that you put food on. I put my plate down so I can put something or food on it. Receive. To receive something is to get it. I took the present on my birthday. Reward. A reward is something even and extreme for good behavior or work. He was given a reward for his excellent performance. Said. To say something is to put it somewhere. Please set the die down on the table. Steal. To steal is to take something that is not yours. The man tries to steal money, thief. A better reward. Jenny delivered food for a restaurant. She read the newspaper and said, "Oh, there was a story about a thief. He stole food, and no one has seen him. Even the police couldn't catch him." Jenny was a little scared. She was close to that area. The newspaper included a message from the police. If anything strange occurs, call us. If you hurry to get a thief, you earn a reward. And Jenny told Jim he met at a restaurant. "Do you know about the thief?" "Yes," he said, "but he stole more than one person can him. And why had the police stopped the man? It's a mystery. If you see him, contact the police. Don't run after him." Jenny drove to the house. We left the car and opened the gate to the house. But the Jenny had the noise by her car. She yelled, "Thief!" She wasn't scared. She wanted to reward. He did the opposite of what Jim told it to him. "Hey," she yelled, "get back there." She set the foot on the ground, and when the grabber thief already lapped the foot. Jenny followed the noise around the corner. She was amazed. She saw a dog and some puppies. He was getting a food. He looked faint and scared. The actual thief is just a dog. "She's feeding a puppy," she said. "That's why we steal so much food." Jenny felt bad. She tried to comfort the dog for the another plate food. Then she took them back to the store. Everyone there took up a puppy home. Jenny called the police. She told them there were no real fish. Jenny didn't do it to receive the reward anymore. She said, "It was just a dog. But there's no charge for catching this stitch," she said. "My new dog is a better reward." Advance. Athlete. Average. Behavior. Behind. Course. Lower. Patch. Member. Mentor. Passenger. Personality. Poem. Pole. Blackboard. Pole. Remove. Safety. Shoot. Sound. Swim. Web. Became a nice soldier for vacation, but his parents sent her to a terrible camp instead. Brought breakfast, a tasty light fresh fruit and chocolate milk, but she got water at the care. In the afternoon, she wanted to write poem, but she had to scream. The camp was never airport with loud planes, with piles of at home over her bed. To hurt the kid, every behavior was very bad. No girl matched the personality. She hated it. One day they had a class. Mental exercise sounded good to Stacy, but it was a course on water safety. They learned how to be safe first passenger on the boat. Stacy didn't ever plan to go on the boat. The next day, they played the game. There were a red team and a blue team. Stacy was on the blue team. Each team had to try to remove the other team flag from the pole. They also had team water come. I'm not much an athlete, she said, but she still had to play. Stacy took out the water can and looked for somewhere to hide. A boy said, Stacy, you are advance to the middle. I will go right. Those two will go left. Stacy still didn't want to play. She walked into the forest and saw a red team play coming. Stacy hid behind a tree and then jumped down and shot the other player. This is fun, Stacy thought. Several minutes after advancing further, Stacy saw the red plan. A red team and birds were watching over it. She shot it with a water gun. Then she lowered the flag and then back to her team. I got it, she yelled. The blue team won. Stacy was a hero. For the rest of the week, Stacy had fun. She even made new friends. Block, cheer, complex, critic, event, exercise, fit, friendship, guide, like, passage. A long passage led her to the other side of the field. Perform, pressure, purple, public, strike, sport, task, term, unite. Team was strongest. Environment is play. Factory, feature, instant. Involve, medicine, mix, organize, period, populate, produce, range, recognize, regular, sign, tip, tradition, trust, wide. Joe's basic wallet is a better place. He got the idea to do that at school. He watched the video there. It was about a factory. This factory produced a lot of trash and puts it in the river. The trash and water was the freshman. People populated the area by the river and drank its water. This made them sad. Many of them needed medicine and make regular visits to doctor. But the video wasn't all bad news, but so way to pick up trash and why it's important to do them. It said people can make a difference to the environment. The video import the future major mass associate trust were hurting people. One day, Joe walked to report. He recognized some of the problem on the video. One instance of the problem was the trust in the pole. It was the full of the plastic cup. They were too much trash. Joe didn't want to hurt anyone. He told his grandfather about the pot. Yet the grandfather said, you know, it's the tradition in our family to help people. That's why we give food to the poor people. But they can help people while cleaning the purse. Cleaning the purse was the involved of work. Joe decided to organize a group to help him. He drove the wide area of the purse. Its half is the more trust. He asked the family and friends to come. On Saturday, he gave everyone a short stick. They wanted by. He said he used a stick that to pick up trash. This makes it easier. They worked for 6 weeks. The brand people had tea time, but Joe was always there. In that period of time, Joe saw a range of the seashore. There was no trash in the water. People were swimming in it. Joe knew that the good side. He was happy because he helped the problem. Sorry. Joe's pond. Joe made the world a better place. He got the idea to do that at school. He watched the video there and was about the factory. This factory produced a lot of trash and put it in the river. The trash and water and the best made. People populated the area by the river and drank its water. They made them sick. Many of them got the medicine and made regular visits to doctors. But the video wasn't all bad news. It showed way to pick up trash and why it's important to do this is that people can make a difference to the environment. The video important feature made Joe associate trust were hurting people. One day, Joe worked the report. He recognized some of the problem from the video. One instead of the problem was the trust in the poem. It was full of plastic cum. They were too much trust. Joe didn't want to hurt anyone. He told his grandfather about the plot. His grandfather said, "You know, it's a tradition in our family to help people. That's why we give food to the poor people. Maybe you can help people by cleaning the pot." Cleaning the pot was involved. A group well decided to organize a group to help him. He chose the wide area of the park and housed the most trash. He asked his family and friends to come. On Saturday, he gave everyone a sharp stick. They wanted pie. He said he used the stick to tip to pick up trash. This makes it easier. They worked for 6 weeks. Different people have each time, but Joe was always there. In that period of time, Joe saw a range of results. There was no trash in the water. People could swim in it. Joe knew that was good sign. He was happy because they helped to the environment.